everybody. I am back here with Francine Milan. Thank you so much for coming on.
No, thank you guys for having me. I'm so excited to be back in the Society with Karen Grace family.
Yes, thank you, Karen, for setting this up. And I just love everything that you have. And again, I want to go right into your beauty tips and tricks. Tell us a little bit more about what you do. We love everything about you, and I'm just so excited to have you on this show.
Why, thank you. Yes, so a little bit about my water softener business called Lionic Systems. So Lionic Systems was founded primarily because in the state of Texas, but in San Antonio, we're #2 with the hardest water in the country. Isn't that
all those
insane?
quarries around us?
And when you think about, I'm going to touch a little bit more about the health and beauty, because since that's a little bit about the segment, when you think about the beauty, people don't realize that if you don't have a proper water softener filtrating all the chlorine that's in your home, you shower and your skin is dry, your hair is dry or brittle. It's overall not really good for your health. So what does my company do? We install a full home water softener, meaning purified water comes straight through your home, but we also have RO alkaline water systems.
It's
that
so
go
important.
Straight into your sink, and you drink alkaline water every morning when you fill up your little Stanley.
And that is a game changer with your hydration, is really using the alkaline water. If you have not tried it, it's definitely worth it. And you actually save money. People
absolutely
spend so much money on bottled water, all the plastics in their water, everything is not good.
And I know every hot girl and girl watching owns a Stanley. So what better way to stop using plastic water bottles, stop investing in plastic water bottles, and having straight alkaline water in your sink, but at the same time being able to shower with clean, filtrated water. Your skincare is better.
Your hair
lasts longer. Your shampoo, believe it or not, the soap suds, they're much better. So why spend so much money on your shampoo when half of the chlorine's not going to even let it do what it does best?
And also, whenever you whiten your teeth and everything, if you have all those extra like parasites in the water, and there are all the time, if
There's
you don't have
all types of things in water, correct?
Filtration in your home, I mean, it's just crazy. But tell us a little bit more, because I love you with the whole pageant world and everything, and you're doing so much back to the community, or I guess the world. Tell us more about that.
Absolutely. So I went on to fund the Francine Milan scholarship across Thailand, Bogotá, Colombia, and Togo, Africa, where I mentioned it was a little bit to be able to help these children have more accessibility to not only education, but real necessities. We don't realize how blessed we are in our day-to-day life. And whenever I was able to travel to Bogotá, Colombia, and visit the school myself, I realized, you know what? I want to come back and I want to do something better, not only for people here in San Antonio or in the state of Texas or in the United States, but across the world. Because if we can lend a helping hand, why not? And I went on to open up that scholarship. Then something very exciting is a lot of people know I'm a Frenchie mama.
Yes.
So I adopted my Frenchie Simón back in 2023. He has a beautiful story about how he was found. And I went on to write a whole book called Simón el Gran Varón, Simón the Goodest Boy, where buying that book helps you raise funds for the scholarships and the children in need across the world.
And it's all over Amazon. I know you've been killing it, just raising more awareness to all the children, and you do all your books for free as well.
Thank you. Yes. So the book, you can actually find it in Amazon. It's actually very affordable. It's only $10. And like I mentioned, the proceeds of this book not only go to my scholarship, which that's the surprise, but they're also going to go to help the same rescue that rescued Simón and gave him his second opportunity.
I love it. And where'd you find Simón?
So Simón, I came across his story on social media, which this is the amazing thing about the accessibility that social media gives us as a viewer. So I was on social media, and I was at a place and time in my life where I felt very alone. I had actually moved away from home, moved away from my family, just trying to hustle, trying to become a female entrepreneur, being successful in life. But I am a homebody. I love to be with my family, and I always had pets. So I went on to feel very alone. And I came across this little Frenchie in a cage, completely bare. He had no hair. He just looked completely malnourished, and I was like, oh my God, poor little buddy. Like it's so sad to see him this way.
Do we have a picture of him?
I actually do, and I will go ahead and send it to the camera so they can go ahead and post a little bit of his picture of how I came across his photo. I clicked on it, and they talked about his story, which at that time his name was Vardo.
Okay.
Which when I met him, I said, that's the first change I'm going to make, because
he looks like a
Simón
good
to me.
change.
He's a little Latino boy at heart. So I was like, you know what? This is so sad. Everything he's had to go through in life. And I also felt alone. And I said, you know what? I remember I called my family and I called my friends. I'm like, I'm going to adopt this dog. And they're like, Francie, he looks a little rough. And he was attacked by 2 bigger dogs. That's how the rescue came across him. He had scars and wounds, open wounds. They treated him for 3 months. They actually nursed him back to health, which he looked fantastic. And I had contacts with them throughout the 3 months of him getting much better. And then the day came, and I will never forget, it was November 18th that I went to see him and pick him up for the first time. And when I met him and saw him, he had a beautiful personality, extremely calm, extremely gentle. And it's crazy to think that a dog that's come across so many things in life, because he was abandoned in the streets, can be so kind. And being attacked by two dogs, everybody was terrified that, maybe he could be a little bit aggressive, but absolutely not. He was the sweetest, most gentle boy. I love to call him Handsome Bobantam.
I love that.
Though he didn't look handsome, everyone needs
That's
to feel
cool
like they're
word.
handsome. He loves it. He's probably looking at me being like, is she calling me? So I do call him my Handsome Bobantam, and he is absolutely amazing. I didn't like the name Bardo, and I couldn't find a name for him, something that fit him. And I was talking to my dad one day, and there's a very popular song called Simone, Gran, Varón. And my dad was singing it. Me and my dad love to sing together. And his little ears perked up. And I was like, Simón. So he chose his own name.
Okay, I love that. And then what is the book about?
So the book is about his story. So I learned a little bit about how he was found, how he was discovered, how they nursed him back to health. And more than anything, it's teaching children and people overall that with second chances and second opportunities, anything and everything can flourish and grow and become better.
Yes.
And it's also to bring a little bit of awareness about the adoption world when it comes to pets. I mean, I don't think there's anything bad with buying a pet, but if you see the opportunity in your life where you can adopt and save another life, why not? There's amazing dogs. He's a full-bred Frenchie that was found in a rescue. So you never know who you can find, and second opportunities for anything and everyone are so important.
And I love that. Also explore any opportunity where you could give back. It's just like whenever you go into a pound, you don't really want to, but then you see them and you fall in love. My dog is a rescue dog as well.
Oh my God, tell me a little bit about him or her.
So she was spoiled, but it was like I don't want to say, it was a friend's dog, and then they had their fourth litter. And then, so she actually still has her parents together, if that's not hilarious. And then I took her whenever she was 8 months old.
Oh, that's absolutely amazing. So you're a rescue mama too.
Yes. They were like, can you come and pick her? And whenever you get them that old, it's a little bit, kind of different. Because I think that everybody wants
a puppy.
And
that's the other thing too.
But it's so easy to get rid of them, but then it's so heartbreaking because then there's so many older dogs that you can't.
Absolutely. Simone was 5 years old when I adopted him. So he was a full-grown adult when I adopted him. But he's a baby. He's a baby in my eyes. He's a baby in everyone's eyes.
But it's so rewarding to give that dog a second chance.
Absolutely. And I always love to joke around because we like to say his motor is always running. Because if you're a Frenchie mama or you own bully or bulldog breed, they're always making noises. And this morning I came across a little meme on Instagram that says, like, excuse me, like, I'm in my house, you will hear my noises. And I was like, oh, send to all my family because you always complain his motor's on.
I love that. So what's your favorite country you've been to?
My favorite country I've been able to visit to has been Uruguay. So being an immigrant daughter and having my parents immigrate to the United States, it took my family 26 years. My parents, 26 years, me, 23, my whole life waiting to see where I come from, meet my grandparents and meet my family members. But more than anything, know how my family grew up. My parents grew up more than anything. And it was beautiful. I came back on February. I went in January, was there for a month, came back in February, got to see Punta del Este. It was stunning, Paysandú, where my family's from. And I got to reconnect with my family and my culture. I'm super excited because I do have an upcoming trip to Thailand to visit the Francine Milan scholarship in Thailand and the children that my scholarship is benefiting, which is exactly 20 of them as of right now. A little bit about why my scholarship is in Thailand. A lot of people don't know this, but if you are an immigrant child in Thailand and you do not have a Thai you're not nationalized Thai, the school won't pay for your education. And there's a lot of low income families like there is across the world, and we pay for 20 children's education that come immigrating from their countries. So that's the beauty of my scholarship. And we also love to treat the teachers as well, because our teachers do so much for the children. Then I did get to travel to Bogotá, Colombia, and visit Semillitas de Esperanza, which that's where I got to connect directly with a lot of the kids of my scholarship.
Just hearing your accent makes me want to go over there.
Thank you.
It's so beautiful.
Hey, if you ever want to go to Bogotá and visit the school, we'd love to have you.
Absolutely. How can we get involved with donating?
Absolutely. So the book is a little bit apart, being able to fund the scholarship. So that's kind of how I wanted to do it, because it's kind of really exciting to be able to connect, a storyline, and people get to connect with the author, but at the same time, you feel like you know a little bit about the person that you're donating towards and what they are doing. And the book itself talks a little bit about the scholarship and where the proceeds go.
And what's the book called?
It's called Simón, el Gran Varón.
I love
Or in English, because I
that.
put in little captions, Simón the goodest boy, because he is truly the goodest boy in the whole wide world.
I love that. And they're so rewarding just to hug them, and they just make you feel so complete.
Yes, I love
And
to
I feel
tell.
like the more hood the dog is, the more they're loving. The ones that are a little fancy, they're not as loving.
I just like to say I think dogs that are rescued are very grateful, and
They
that's why he
are.
is so, so good. And I love
So
to
don't forget to go to the pound and take a
Absolutely
look,
not.
right? And
Take a
sometimes you
look.
can also just, read to dogs. You don't have to adopt them. It's just also giving services back
The
to
beautiful
dropping
thing,
off food to the
absolutely.
pound.
The beautiful thing the Humane Society does, and I've actually done this myself, is you can visit the Humane Society and adopt the dog for a day. What does that mean? That if you don't have the opportunity to adopt the dog, but you want to, have a dog, take him out, whether it's go get a pup cup, go out to the park, walk them.
And I always
You
say,
can
if
do
you're
that.
depressed, what better way to give back? Whether it's to a women's shelter or to, a humane society or a pound. I mean, it is so rewarding just to know that other people have it.
And I
worse.
love to say that dogs are the one thing that will love you more than anything else.
They
They're
really
always so happy to see you
do.
when you come home. They're always so upset. Oh, well, on that note, I actually have a very, very special guest here
Oh my
with me today.
goodness! Look at him, and he really is the greatest boy.
Here is Simón el Gran Varón. He knew that if we were going to talk about his book, he
needed
needed to be present. So the beauty of, the book we were able to write about him, it is his full story, and I'm actually working on doing a signing party and release event where not only will I be signing autographs and messages thanking absolutely everyone for their donations, but Simón will be signing as well and taking photos with anyone and everyone. The other beautiful thing about the book, and one of the main reasons that we wanted to write a book, being Miss San Antonio and being a title holder, we get to visit a lot of schools. And it's absolutely beautiful to be able to not only take a book and read it, but to physically bring, Simón, who he is who the book is about, to teach children about that. Second chances are beautiful.
And
Second
he's going to
chances are
Thailand.
amazing. And he is going to Thailand through his book, and he is signing every single book that is being gifted to each of the students in Thailand.
I love this. So if you want to learn more about donating to her scholarship and also supporting him in his journey, go to
on Amazon, you look up Simón el Gran Varón or Simón the Goodest Boy by Francine Milan, and you can purchase it anywhere across the world.
Love it. And then what's your Instagram?
Absolutely. So Simón has his own Instagram called I am Simón el Gran Varón. He's very imposy. He has to let the world know that he is Simón, the goodest boy. So you're welcome to find him on I am Simón el Gran Varón, and we'll be talking a lot more about the book on his personal Instagram, or you're welcome to follow me, his mama, of course, just his mama, on Francie_Milan.
I love that. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much. We'll be having more beauty talks and everything.
Thank you.
With
Absolutely, because I need to know your beauty secrets.
Thank you. All right, we'll check you guys out then.
Bye, guys. Thank you.